What's your favorite body part to train? Glute. Yes.
Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I am hitting legs. It is a leg day, Monday leg day. You know how it'll be. Right now I'm on my way to run to the store and get a quick pre-workout because I'm about to finish my other one and might as well go and get it and start my new training cycle alongside with that. I'm not really like a heavy pre-workout user, but I just prefer like a little bit of caffeine to give me a slight boost in energy. I try not to take it too late in the day, but sometimes if I'm taking it in the afternoon, I might do like a half a scoop or just a scoop, depending on how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm on the way to the store, so we'll just chit chat a bit. One thing I've been thinking about a lot lately is with me graduating and all, like the lessons I've learned during my time in college. So life lessons college taught me. The first one is it's not about what you know, it's about who you know. The biggest thing I realized when I got to college was it's all about your network and not your net worth. It's not about what you know, it's about who you know. So it could be just trying to get through classes, trying to find opportunities for internships or jobs. It's all about the network that you have. And the sooner you get better at talking to people and networking with people, the better off you'll be, because that's how you unlock a lot of the opportunities that you really want. The things that you really want, the money that you want to make, you don't have that. That's why you're looking for it. And the only way you're going to find that is with other people. The opportunities that you are looking for, other people have access to that. And you never really know who knows who or who knows what unless you start talking to them. And I've seen it in my own experience. Like a lot of times I was able to pass classes, do assignments, and just overall get what I want based on the people that were around me and based on who I knew. So that was a very big lesson for me, and I take that with me everywhere I go now. I make it a point to get to know people, to talk to people, see what their story is, because you never know who knows who, you never know who knows what. And it's really changed my perspective in trying to get to know others. I remember distinct times where I needed to do something. It could be an assignment and I didn't know what I was doing, or I needed help with a homework. And just through talking to people and networking and just putting myself out there, I was able to get exactly what I want because of the people that I knew. And a lot of times it can feel intimidating going out to people or and starting conversations or putting yourself out there and stepping out of your comfort zone and out of your shell. But a lot of life happens outside the lines. It happens outside of that comfort zone that we try to hold on to as much as we can and hold on for dear life and not really step outside those bounds that we've set up for ourselves. So the number one lesson that I learned while being in college is grow your network, get to know people, because that is exactly how you determine the kind of opportunities that you have access to. The second thing I've learned is have a very tight circle of influence. Now, this doesn't mean people that you know, but the people that you associate with on a daily, your friends and your just close people that are around you, your circle. Make sure that it's very tight and the people that you are with are the people who you want to be like. If the people you're with have characteristics or they show things that you don't really like and you're always with them, you're going to end up just like them. If the people you're around with are not going in the same direction of life as you, they're not putting in the effort towards bettering themselves, they are just going with the wind, they have no plan, letting themselves be blown, by whatever comes your way, you're gonna end up just like them. And if you're around unmotivated people, that's gonna rub off on you. If you're around people that have no motivation, that have no ambition, and you stick to them all the time, you're gonna end up just like them. So be around people that you wanna be like. It's not a cliche when people say like you're the average of the 5 most people that you surround yourself with. And that is so true, because if you're around people who like to gossip, who like to talk shit about people behind their backs, or around people who like to do stupid things and get stupid results, you're gonna end up just like them. So you're gonna have to be very, very wise about the people that you surround yourself with. A lot of times we have a tendency to stick to the group of people that accepted us at first, but just because those people accept you doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be spending time with them.
Boom. So we got the pre and the chalk that I came for. I went with the bucked up version. I've never had this flavor before, so I'm going to check it out, see how it goes. And we got the chalk, of course. This is terrible. I don't like it. Once you put it on, it just turns to powder and leaves a mess. But I needed chalk fast, and I didn't feel like waiting for Amazon to deliver it. So here we are. All right, y'all, now that we got what we came for, let's go to the gym. But first, we got to check out.
Alright, y'all, boom, we got chalk and we got pre. Now, let's go to the gym. The lady was sweet enough to let me skip. The old lady in front of me, she was like, oh, we only have 2 items, you can go on here. I was like, thank you. So she was so sweet. But yeah, let's go. And we're gonna open up the pre, take it, and then get ready for the workout. Let's go. Alright, boom. Trying to mix the pre that we bought. Bucked up. It's got 300 milligrams of caffeine, and 1 scoop is 1 serving size. That's all I take. That's plenty enough for me. Now, I'm squatting and deadlifting today, so that's why I opted out for pre-workout. So I don't usually like take too much. And I try to like eat more of a pre-workout meal first and make sure like I have that before I take pre-workout. So the meal is important than the substance. But sometimes the substance will boost your performance depending on how you're feeling. All right, the third lesson that I learned in college is cultivate the habits that serve you. Like, I've seen a lot of people that develop bad habits and then later on they struggle to break those habits. Be it drug addiction, they got into it recreationally. At first, they didn't mean to get addicted to it, and then they started to develop a dependency on it. Or it can be some other form of habit that doesn't serve them, but it developed into a monster and now they couldn't get out of it. So your habits are very important. Your habits literally can make or break you. And the pattern that you have in your life, it is what's going to direct you in the future. If you have habit of not being consistent, if you have a habit of not sticking to what you said you would do, if you have a habit of failing to fulfill the promises that you've made, if you have a habit of delaying something important to later, procrastination, it's gonna follow you unless you actively take conscious steps to break those bad habits. And sometimes those habits can be severe. It can be dependency on drugs, alcohol, or other form of vices that you thought you were not getting into seriously. You thought you were just doing it recreationally, but then it just becomes a monster that you couldn't control, and it becomes an addiction and a dependency. So be very careful about the habits that you have. And that's where like the people you surround yourself with, it comes in handy. Because if those people have vices and you develop those same habits and then they become addictions, you're essentially setting yourself up for failure. So the habits that you have is what makes you. You are made up of by the sum total of the habits you have. If you have a habit of consistently working out, consistently eating the proper foods that you need to be eating, consistently doing the things that you know you should be doing, and upholding to yourself to a higher standard, that is also going to set you up later in life. Number 4, don't become a degenerate. A lot of people go into college and it is a time to let loose. It's a time to have fun. And don't get me wrong, you can have fun. You can enjoy your time in college without becoming a degenerate. You don't have to party all the time. You don't have to drink all the time, or even at all. I don't drink, and if you were to ask my opinion on it, I would say never drink, but that's another topic in and of its own. Don't get into the hardcore drugs. Don't let yourself get into the hardcore partying life that is glorified in college and that you see on TV and you see on people's Instagrams and Snapchats, and they're just showing up the highlights. It's not what it seems. And honestly, just don't be a degenerate. You can still have fun. You can still enjoy your time in college by not being a degenerate. Don't be somebody that be drinking all the time. Don't be someone that smokes all the time, thinking that you're just having fun, but when in reality, you're just developing an addiction, and you're just trying to mask it as having a good time. Like, stop lying to yourself if that's you. I'm thankful that I never got into those things, because looking back now at the people who did, it's like, they're really not the same. It's never the same. Like, they say that they are only having fun and you only live once, but every time something bad happens, they just use it as a form of coping. Like, they use those degenerate lives, such as drinking, drugs, partying, hookups, as a form of dependency. So don't let yourself fall into the trap of pursuing that lifestyle, and especially hookups. Don't go around allowing people to have access to you in a deeper way than they should. And, that's up to you to decide. I'm not someone that can tell you what you can or cannot do, but honestly, that's a lesson that I have learned. Do not steep down into the level of degeneracy that is promoted on colleges. Like, they can mask it as a good time, but from my experience, it might seem like a good time, but the consequences are going to show up later in your life. So if you take the steps now, if you take the precautions now to think ahead, use your brain, and look at the life that you want to have, and if you actually want to be in a good place, be very careful about the lifestyle that you entertain in college. And lastly, one of the most important lessons I have learned is to follow your own path. Your parents can tell you what to do. Your professor might tell you what to do. But ultimately, it is all up to you, because you're the only one living your life. You're the only one that is brought into this world that's going to live your life for you. So if you go into something thinking that you don't like it, if you're majoring in something that you don't like or you don't particularly have any interest in, just follow your own path. Because ultimately, you're not going to find the fulfillment that you want doing the thing that other people are telling you to do. Walk and follow your own path. It might be hard. You may not know what you're doing, but ultimately, it is up to you. You might be scared of your parents. You might be scared of the people around you and what they're going to say. But 5-10 years down the line, you're going to regret the things that you didn't do rather than the things that you did. And I'm talking in terms of the things that you felt drawn to, the things that you felt like you had your purpose in. And it can be either in a standard career that requires you to go to college, or it might not be a career that requires you to go to college. But either way, you need to walk your own path, because that is the only way you're going to be able to have fulfillment in whatever it is that you're doing. Everybody be like, follow your passion and the rest will follow. It might be hard. Following your passion may not be exactly what's going to set you up for success, but it might also open the doors towards other things by following what you feel drawn to, by what you're good at, and what you think you can make money off of. Now, I'm not saying base everything off of money, but if you have a particular skill that you're good at, maybe consider developing it to the point where you can monetize that skill. It can be art, it can be filmmaking, acting, whatever it is. You can find a way to monetize it. It's 2024. If people are making bank online selling nude pictures of themselves, I'm pretty sure you can find a way to monetize the skills and the knowledge that you have. It's never been easy to put yourself out there and build a community of people that like you, that rock with you, and people you can help using the knowledge that you already have. So walk your own path, because no one will walk it for you. It might be scary at first. And honestly, this is a message to me as much as it is to anybody hearing this. Like, I have my own goals that I'm working towards. I have some things that I wish I would have pivoted and gone a different direction, but I'm not too caught up on that, because by still trying to make an effort and trying to go where I wanted to go, I'm still making progress. I'm still making momentum. But the sooner you realize that you need to find your own way and walk your own path, the better. That way you can be of use to others, but also propel yourself towards the lifestyle that you always dreamed of. Now, I'm not someone that has it. I'm still trying to figure my own shit out, but I feel like by doing what I am doing, I am building momentum towards getting and establishing the life that I want. But anyways, I'm going to drink my pre, finish it, maybe even have a Rice Krispie for just some quick digesting carbs. And we're going to get right into this leg workout. It feels good to be back. I've switched up my training, my whole periodization and programming for my workout. Today we have 2 heavy compounds of squats and deadlifts. Yeah, dependent. Like, I was going to make it a full body, like I said last time, but my work schedule changed. So now I can do upper, lower, rest, upper, lower. So that's what I'm going to go to. But if my work schedule was to change again, I would definitely adapt and tweak some things around. But yeah, today is going to be lower body day. I will still have some accessories, of course, along with the compound. But I'm not going too heavy. I'm probably going to go 60, maybe 65% of my 1 rep max, and see how that moves. And I'll see you inside.
your favorite body part to train? Glute. The ass. Everybody wants to have a big ass, right? Yeah. Culo? Hey, I remember that. You see, I don't know Spanish, but I know that. I know that word. Okay, take two. I had a whole yapping session and my camera did not record because it ran out of storage and I had to delete some shit. But TLDR, I was racking weights and I hurt myself. I banged my finger. I mean, it's not too bad, but that shit hurts. I hope it's not gonna interfere with my workout tomorrow and I'm feeling good. When I go home, I'm gonna ice it and see how it goes. But man, I had a whole session about how I'm gonna structure my training and shit. Now I gotta do that shit over again. But basically, I went 60% of my 1RM. All of August, I'm gonna be working on polishing my technique and lower volume, lower weight, all technique stuff, and hitting accessories, priming my body. And then September, I'm gonna transition into higher volume, higher weight, and work from there. For this week, my split is going to be lower upper rest, lower upper. With my work schedule, I think that's going to be the best split. So, and if my schedule changes, I'm going to transition to the full body like I said I would last week. Right now, I just finished doing hip abductions. Feeling pretty good. I'm going to do the hip abductions next. Take it quads and then calves, I'm gonna call it. So yeah. That burns. You gotta always hit accessories, man. Like that shit is important. Like I've noticed a lot of improvement when I started prioritizing my accessories. Like all the little muscles that tend to be neglected by doing only the compounds, those are very important. I'm talking like the stabilizer muscles, the adductors, the glute medius, the glute minimus, everything. Like those are very important. All the little things, they add up to make the big things better. So always make sure you do your accessory work. It's not just about chasing numbers. It's not just about doing all compound exercises. It's not just about the squat, bench, deadlift. I know those things might be important to you if that's your goal, trying to work towards strength, but you can't neglect to do your accessory work. Bro, I hate coming at night to crunch because it is packed as hell. Everybody and their whole lineage is here. Their mama, their grandmama, and their great-great-grandmama is here, bro. I had to wait like damn near 15-20 minutes just for a leg extension machine. Oh wow, she is beautiful. Oh wow. Now we locked in, so no distractions. No distractions. Anyways, I want to go to bed early, bro. Sleep is so important when it comes to working out. If you're not sleeping, everything else that you're doing does not matter, bro. All the work, all the hard work you put in the kitchen, eating right, in the gym, lifting all those weights, just goes down the drain if you're not sleeping well. Because that's when recovery happens. I am guilty of this a lot of times. Not sleeping enough, not sleeping early, sleeping late, not getting enough hours. Bro, sleep is literally the body's superpower, bro. Like that's where all the magic happens. If you're seeing this, this is your sign to make sure you're getting enough sleep. Otherwise, all your work goes down the fucking drain. All right, guys, I just finished the workout. Just got done posing. It's been one hell of a day. It feels great to be back in the gym, lifting again. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. I hope you liked the video. Listen, I'm open to suggestions regarding content. If you guys want to see a particular type of content, comment down below. I am open to feedback and suggestion. If you guys don't like the video, comment down below. Tell me what you don't like about it. I can fix it, work on the content, keep improving, and try to make it entertaining as well as informative and pack so much value in there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.